Alright, drop this noise down real quick. What's up? How you doing, truck? Alright. Mark. Time to do some ends. In case y'all are not familiar, or whoever watches this later, this is 7/16 DIN connector. Going on some 1/2 inch flex. I'm building a piece for a guy out of Cali. Yeah, 1/2 inch flex. Just so y'all are aware. Alright. Trick y'all. Got to collect my parts. Actually, let me get so many things going on, you got to make sure you're doing it the right way. Just need one of these. This fellow's doing a split feed. So, alrighty. So, 1/2 inch flex is probably, I would say, the most popular wire that I have because it's so easy to deal with and you can run quite a bit of power, so it's pretty nice to be able to have it and have that option. But I'd say I suppose a close second would be 7/8. 1/2 inch regular I've sold a bit of too, and plenty, and probably quite a bit of 1 5/8 also. But this is the most practical wire that most people that are watching these videos will end up doing something with, or have the possibility of doing something with. The bigger wire, of course, there's definitely plenty of you guys that may, but this is kind of, I guess what you call easy to get into. It's the next size up from, like, say 217 or something, and it puts you in a category where you're above what a PL259 can handle or so, if I can find the other end. Yeah, above what a PL259 can handle, but you're not all the way in the category where you have to have wire 1 inch around or so. So, alright, not much to what I'm doing right here. I'm just stripping the jacket back. You won't get a whole lot out of this part right here just because you get that chair over there, and actually get this chair right here, move that shirt and sit down. You can watch. There's not much to help with yet.
Yeah, it's so much more in the middle.
No, I got, we'll see what I can get you to help me with. My little helper wants to help. He's saying hello. I don't know about y'all, but it's, yeah, I don't know about y'all, but it's getting hot in Georgia. It's getting hot.
Did you say it's getting hot in Georgia?
A little bit.
I know you're alive.
Yeah, I seen the heart showing up.
Hey, who is that Tyler name?
Don't make me lie. I get be Jughead.
Said hey to Truck, but I didn't see him pop up. His name's Brian.
Like, can we eat out here?
All right, Aubrey.
Why do y'all
Hi. Hi.
Aubrey, did you put Ellie's shoes on her?
Yes.
Put them on the wrong feet.
Would you hush? All right.
You're working.
Yes.
You're trying to get money?
I guess that's the way to look at it. Hush. No. Y'all can watch.
Mommy,
I got a whole collection going. Hush.
Daddy, they want to eat out here.
They can eat all they want out here. Y'all hear? Hope y'all don't mind some smacking. Be having my. Hello. Don't you be climbing.
Let them see Ellie. What's his face said he likes it when he can see Ellie.
Oh Lord. You'll have to pick her up. Let her come in.
Okay.
Chairs are over there.
Get out of the way, Ian.
Move, buddy. You need to move that chair out of the way.
Oh wait, don't step on Eleanor. On the wall.
All right. So what I'm doing here is doing a 7/16 den. Hello, hello.
Eleanor.
I know it, Jughead. I get you and another fella with the same first name mixed up all the time. It's like I knew it's Jughead. It's got to be Jughead. Yet.
I gotta figure out what to do. Me and Ellie will go inside.
That's fine. Just,
The
y'all
guy
can eat.
there wanted to talk to me.
Tyler's Jughead.
Okay.
I
Hi,
had her.
Jughead.
That's a handle. What kind of name?
Here, Ian.
So them's fighting words, right, Jughead?
What's in here?
I said, it's not weird.
Uh-huh.
One of those should be yours.
No.
All right.
I just basically told him I got this my life story almost to this guy. Bojangles.
All right. I need you to go get my toolbox, please.
No! I can't carry your toolbox.
Just the little one.
Which one is
The
this?
gray one?
No, the little black one in my truck.
Mommy, where are these?
Hand me one.
No.
Y'all just came for the whole helper experience.
This one's Ellie, so that one's yours, Aubrey. What? You were so cute. She said, Mama, come here. Come here. Let him see you. Oh my goodness. Say hi, people. Ellie. Ellie, look at the phone. Say cheese. Oh.
Ugh, she's photobombing.
Say cheese. Can you wave? Say hi.
Hi.
Wave at him.
All right, let me sit down. Ah, there's the littlest helper. You're kicking me in the back. Uh-huh.
She said, eh. Okay.
All right.
Oh my goodness. Give me Eleanor's
Mommy.
milk.
Yes.
I'm leaving, dude.
No, I ain't know about you. Ian, hush.
Give me Ellie's milk. Alright, come on, Eleanor. Peace out.
Y'all going inside?
Yes, we're going inside. Y'all are staying over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them to work. You see that wire? Pick it up. Go inside. All right. Biggest thing you gotta watch out with this stuff. What's up, man? Yeah, I know. Yeah, a lot of good help. They're sitting over. Yeah, you want to see what they're doing? This is my helper. I get to watch what they're doing. Sitting over there eating. Here I'm doing all the hard work. I don't think they mind what you're eating. Hush. All right, y'all can hang out all you want. You just gotta be quiet. Yes, hush. All right. Yes, we're good. Prep's the key in this one, right here. If you don't prep right, then it will fail catastrophically. So that's where your trouble comes in on stuff like this. I know, right? Oh no! Let's get some more propane and propane accessories. Yeah. My little mini Suburban, my Tahoe, is my catch-all. I knew this was coming, so I went ahead and prepped. Alright, there you go. There's your DIN connector right there. So, for those of you that are not aware of what DIN is the next size up from a PL52. PL59, significantly larger, will handle more power, and is a more proper impedance actually than a UHF connector or PL259. If you don't fuss about bugs, go inside. We got some bugs in Georgia, and there's a big old beetle that showed up the other day. He needless to say, he got toasted just a little bit by that torch. Go. Ain't much to talk about right now. I'm building a split feed, so all I'm doing is just stripping my jacket off right now. So if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask. This copper is thin enough for me to work with my dikes. If I don't watch what I'm doing, of course, I can break my dikes, so don't be blaming me for breaking your tools. Hush. All right. All right. Ain't much going on. Yeah, Type N is a different style connector. It's going to be lower power handling than a UHF connector. It is a true 50 ohm, so it is a neat little connector. It is a neat little connector, but it doesn't really serve much of a purpose. I could get thousands of N types if I wanted to, but there's not really much use in our field. Power handling drops a lot as you go up in frequency, and N type starts to really succumb to skin effect fairly quickly. I don't know what y'all are up to on a Wednesday, but it was a hot day today for us. Thank God I didn't have to do a lot of outside work. Go. Fine. First one gave up the mosquitoes. Yes, you are. Actually, you are next in line. There's yours and your other piece. Actually, as long as I can finish this in a timely manner, I'm actually going to be working on yours actually in just a minute, Keith.
How many people do you have?
Don't worry about that. Alright. I need to go ahead and prep this. What's up, Fuji? Hello, everybody else. Sorry I'm not waving everybody. Smokestack, I think, is in here. Jughead's in here. I don't know who else is. I'm going to start trying to wave at people. I got to start getting used to y'all's handles again. I used to memorize everybody's handles, but I met so many people, it's really hard to keep up now. But y'all come in here enough, I can, least I can do is give y'all a shout out. If y'all want, let everybody know who you are, and also let me know who you are so I can start remembering the handles a little better. Feel free to pop in. Tell everybody who you are, where you're from. Get things a little bit more interesting for y'all. I know we got Hawaii, we got Illinois. I don't remember where Jughead's out of. We got Truck was out of Kentucky. I'm not sure if I think he might have had to run. I'm not sure. Whoop, gotta be careful on that stuff sometimes. See, I had tension on it in the wrong spot, so what I'm going to do is flop it around. I was trying to go ahead and bond it, just I wanted to show y'all, but you always make a mistake, especially when you think you're not gonna. So what I did there is this just stops any real spring back from happening. That's one thing you got to watch out for, especially if you can't handle heat. So nobody really likes to get hit by solder, but definitely you got to be careful with it. I had a little piece bubble off and fall off and hit my arm, but nothing else hit me. But got to be careful with that. Even I can make plenty of mistakes on my own. I don't really have to be on a live feed to do it. But don't do it often, but whenever I do, I definitely I do it right. Never had any major issues, thank God. I've always used reasonable safety, but there's plenty of mistakes that I've made over the years. Alright. Let's pull this down a little bit. Biggest thing is just watch what kind of tension you got on something. Like right now, the tension that I was having on this wire to try to flatten it out, I've got to be careful about where I put that tension. Make sure I'm not aiming it back towards myself. What? Hush. We'll talk about that stuff later. No, just stay inside with Mommy. It's okay. I'll come inside in a minute. Alright, see what I redid my bond right there, but I also am trying to flatten out this jacket a little bit more. So, an easy way to do it, whenever you can't get it to do it with the solder, is just take simply a set of pliers or anything you've got, and literally just push lightly. You don't want to push too hard on the copper. And that sets it in position. So now, of course, this is hot if you're not careful. Y'all might not be able to handle that where I can. But this is where I bond right here. Somebody say what's up, Nick. What's up, Cowboy Chris? What's up, Nick? Arkansas. I knew it. Jughead, I'm forgetting all about where you're from and everything. I don't know why. Alright. But so we got Arkansas, we got Indiana, we got another Indiana, we got another Michigan, we got a Hawaii, or had a Hawaii. I'm not sure if he's still around or not. But as they pop in and out, we'll let them give a shout out. So what I'm doing right here is just another tag point, so that I've got 2 points of contact on this, and then also so the wire goes where I want it to. Keith asked me about a fray. I will actually show y'all this. If you look really closely, if it'll show up in the video, there's a small little fray at the top of this. What I'm going to do to show y'all how to add a little bit of solder to it. You got to be careful when you add solder. See, I just did a tiny little bead of solder. I don't want it to wick really deeply in the braid, because what's going to happen then is it's going to be rigid here. We don't want that. We want just that little hole or whatever to be filled in, and then we got a nice and smooth operation. It's still flexible right there. It can still move around, but that fray is now tied down. And frays are kind of detrimental to braid, so you have to be careful with that, and also keep an eye on it. So don't just let one go whenever you see something like that. If you got frays, go ahead and fix it and get it taken care of. Alright, what I'm doing is tinning the center conductor now. lot of you guys will see this insulator on here that I've got, and they'll look at it and they'll be like, oh, he's melting the insulator. I do that for a gauge to see what kind of heat I've put on the connector. I don't need that insulator to stay there. I just put it there on purpose. It's not like it's doing anything specific. So don't get too into it if you see it smoking or anything like that while I'm doing something. A lot of guys get confused with stuff like that. They think I'm not doing that on purpose. When you use short braid, watch out for how hot it gets. Like right now, it's fairly hot enough for it to be uncomfortable on my hands. So to several of you, y'all would probably jerk back. So kind of keep that in mind, how hot this stuff's going to get on you and how quickly it will get hot. If you need to, get like a rag, get a pet set of gloves, get anything you want, and then you can kind of work with it a little bit more. So what I did right there is I'm grabbing right on the connector.
I want to catch fireflies.
Did you ask Mommy?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
Mama said we can.
She said you can. Then go catch some.
Go catch some fireflies!
These bugs hanging on me like I'm a playground. Just one thing that's bad about an outdoor bench. I have to have an outdoor bench for some of my big wires for an extremely large shop. In the excess of 20 foot or 25 foot wide minimum. Actually, really probably 25 foot wide minimum in order to work with it. So, just things you deal with. Bench number 5 is coming soon. It will be about the middle of August or so. Y'all get to see it. It's going to turn into the main bench, in case y'all haven't already heard. But that's what I'm going to be working with. Alright, so that's kind of the split feed right there. What you do from there is, I'm going to just go ahead and tidy up the links, just because I can. I'm going to show y'all a quick method, just because I can. Same thing. Not really any rhyme or reason to it. I've got multiple different ways that I connect this stuff, but this is just a way for y'all to see something. Alright, now we got a pickle here. Whenever I don't confirm with the customer with what size connector they're going to go with, what I go ahead and go with is a standard. Usually I use what's called a 3/8 terminal lug. I also have a 1/4 inch terminal lug. If they have a small contact point, then what I'll do is use that smaller lug just so they don't have to deal with washers and things. But with not discussing what this customer needs, I'm just going to go ahead and give him this. The worst case scenario, he has to add a brass washer or something around. A lot of guys will throw some stainless washers and things like that in. You can. It's not something I would suggest for specific reasons. I guess the easiest way to explain it is you're not supposed to put a ferrous metal in the path of RF. You put a ferrous metal that you've got something that's got nickel, iron, or boron, and it's got magnetic. What that does is that allows you to introduce other fields in an RF path that you don't want to introduce. So that's kind of the quickest and easiest explanation for it. I don't want to get into it too much, because if I do, then it just turns into a tangent. So just, if you can help it and you have the right equipment, don't use a piece of stainless washer. It's ideal not to. So if it's not in the path of RF and you're got a direct connection to it, then don't worry too much about it as far as that goes. But if you're using it literally as your path for RF, then don't. There's pluses and minuses to it. I need to go grab something out of the truck. I'll be right back. Let me crimp this real quick. The reason I crimp this is for one simple reason, not for a mechanical connection. but simply just so it stays where I want it. It's not for any other reason other than that. But I will be right back, guys. What's up, guys? I'm back. So from here you can do whichever way you want. You can use heat from an iron, but it's going to take quite a bit more time because you have it in a vise. I explained that earlier. I can't explain it again, but I won't. So. Now I gotta find my solder. It's hiding from me. There we go. Look. There it is. Y'all feel free to wave and say where you're from. That's what I've been having people do earlier. Just so we can figure out where everybody's at. We had Hawaii in here earlier. We had Illinois in here earlier. Kentucky. All sorts of different places. So this is a split feed on some 1/2-inch flex. If you guys are wondering what it is, that's what I'm doing. Now this will swing whenever I let it loose because it's got some degree of tension on it, so you gotta be careful with that. Got a North Carolina in here. Got another North Carolina in here. What's up, BT? Waving him in. Arkansas, another Arkansas. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this the rest of the way where it connects where I want it to. There we go. Let's do this. I'll let y'all handle that between yourselves. Figure out who the mud duck is. Now, the thing I have to watch out for with stuff like this, again, is heat. Just make sure it's not getting too hot and make sure my hand can, one, handle the heat that I'm putting on it. Alright, that's pretty much got this wire pretty well complete. What I'm going to do is just wrap it and seal it from here. Sealing method is just really personal preference on where you choose to go, where and how much you choose to do. I like to seal mine. I guess I couldn't say it's necessarily more than others, but I just like to seal them pretty well, just because I can. This is going to be a bit tough. We'll see if I can get it. Yeah, I can make it happen. So, usually what I'll do is am I doing? Here. Clean cut scissors, always. You want to get a clean cut, use scissors. That's just, I'll tell anybody that. I've got multiple tools I can cut heat shrink with, but I really like scissors. They do a good job. Because in case you weren't aware, if you do not use the proper tool with heat shrink, then what happens is when you make a tiny little edge on the heat shrink, what happens is the heat shrink will then fray and split whenever you go ahead and slide heat it up. So, and if you have trouble with it sliding, what you do is just get any type of lubricant. Doesn't matter what you got. I'm using this coax lubricant that I use on pretty much everything else, just because I have tubes and tubes and tubes and tubes of it. I have to deal with what's up, pile driver? Waving a hand, man. 263's in here. I don't know if he waved a hand or not. Alright. Alright, marker. This is not necessarily the proper size heat shrink for this smaller connector, but I'm using it as a marker for any customer who doesn't know which one's the hot and which one's the ground. The hot's the one that always follows the center linear path, but just to make things seamless and not have to worry about whether or not the customer knows or not, I just do that little marker for the center conductor. Now, if somebody wants to go ahead and purchase a whole spool of red heat shrink in every size from 3/8 all the way up for me, then feel free and ship it to me. I will send you an address. Until then, I'll be using markers on either one of these. So whether I do it on the ground or whether I do it on the shield, depends on what size of wire I'm using. This is 7/8. I usually use that on the hot and the ground, so I use a black marker for that one, for the shield side. I don't know how many new people we got in here, but whoever's new, feel free to wave and tell everybody where you're from. I'm not being much of the life of the party right now because I got a little bit going on over here. Feel free to hang out and let everybody know. It's good for me because I get to remember all your handles. I can get to wave and say somebody's name right. I'm losing my touch. I used to could remember everybody. Little booger. That's too far. So what I'm doing now is literally just protecting the split feed. There's literally no other purpose for heat shrink. It's not doing anything for me for dielectric spacing. It's not really doing anything for me for anything other than just slight weather protection. So what my main weather protection is the sealant that I put inside the center conductor, just to make sure it doesn't, or between the center conductor and the insulator, just to make sure it doesn't give me any trouble. Go. That's a little cheat. Y'all can copy me when y'all do that if y'all want. They won't hurt my feelings none. You guys will figure out what the problem is when you're trying to do long pieces of heat shrink like that. Several things come into play as being a problem. Not just the heat shrink itself. It's literally, it starts binding the the braid starts to push back and starts to catch. So there's all sorts of different stuff that happens there. Quite annoying. Alright, so been robbing some heat shrink to do these split feeds. The reason I do is because the other connectors don't really need the heat shrink, and this one does. So it's nice to do so. Son of a gun. Call you later. Whatever. I have regular heat shrink, so I don't need the regular heat shrink on this side. It's nice to have what y'all are about to see me use. Oh wow, isn't that something? That battery's dead. While I'm waiting on this to heat up, you guys can check out the next step of what I'm going to be doing. This will just stay right here for now. Alright. Now from here is it's actually another job, but y'all can kind of see what I'm doing from here. Customer asked for some connectors, so I'm doing some connectors for him. While that's heating up. This was the straps part of the description. This is what I'll do after I finish this up right here. I'm going to go ahead and start it just because the other's getting ready for me. It's not ready yet. This customer needs some 8-inch straps, and then he needs some a connector. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the straps. What this is for is, again, not a crimp. It's just literally just a press fit, is what I would call it.
Daddy,
Get some?
and just pick the apple.
Don't pick the apple no more. The poor apple tree needs to ripen up a little bit.
It's
A little apple. Go, don't pick no more. It's a crab apple tree. Well, that ain't good. Still heating over there, so. The biggest thing you're doing with a connection like this is making sure it wicks down into the braid. You don't really want it to wick up the braid because you want the braid to stay at least somewhat semi-flexible. So you don't want to jeopardize that by running too much solder on it. Alright, so looks like we may be getting progress here. Nope, still warming up. You'll have to watch me do 2 more connectors and then I'll finish the rest. Alright, what I'm going to do is just basically heat shrink these ends. There's no real reason for me to do it because we're actually doing an open braid, but I'm just doing it just because I want to. I haven't looked to see if y'all asked me any questions, so y'all feel free to ask anything while I'm at it. Watch temperature on stuff like this. Stuff gets hot, so be careful not to burn yourself. And then also at the same time, it's important to make sure you don't melt your heat shrink before you can even slide it on. So that's another thing to watch out for. This particular customer wanted a specific length on each one of these, so I'm going to do a little bit of length. So, coming along, yay! Looks like we finally got up to temperature. So let me cut these 2 pieces and I'll show you all the rest of that. So they call for 8. I'll give them another. There's another quick tip. Be careful when you're doing that because if you don't watch it, then you'll cut the wrong size and your scissors will break. I learned the hard way. So, scissors can be used on some braids, but not all. So, don't get a bright idea. Huh? Yeah, we'll see how it works. Quick. Here I am, prepping too early. Alright guys, I'll let y'all see the rest of this. This is just a seal on this. Nothing really much to see. Here more to add. Alright, that's the gist of it. You want to maintain the same dielectric spacing you had or greater. That's all you got to watch out for with something like this. There you go. And that's that connector. That one's done. Next project is finishing up with this other piece that I'm working on right here, and that is some braid that I'm building for somebody. I've already cut both those ends, so y'all will see me complete it here in just a few moments as soon as I can find where I put it. That customer's actually a customer that a lot of you guys will actually hear out in the skip, but I'll choose to let them notify you. I don't really call out any of my customers unless they have already completed their job and nobody's specifically knowing when or at what time they got their stuff. Later on I'll tell somebody about who got what, but I'm not necessarily gonna sit there and when somebody's upgrading, you gotta let them come out there and surprise people. Let them have some fun. Don't want to be spilling the beans before they get to the fun part. Alright, this is fairly well complete also. He didn't have much to his order. Got another customer that's wanting some 7/8. He is not finished his order yet, so I will wait until he's complete with his. Let me look. I'm almost caught up now, finally. It's been a long road. A couple thousand foot of 1/2 inch flex, several hundred foot of 7/8, several hundred foot of engine 5/8, and lots of other stuff. So if y'all want something, let me know. I can. I'm kind of working out my pricing better for now. I'm kind of. It's going to be this good until about the middle of August. At that point, I may revise some of my prices, but as of right now, you'll probably get the best deal until the middle of August. That is if you want to get wire or get me to complete a wiring harness for you. I still have a couple thousand foot of wire on hand right now, and more that's available. Let me know if y'all need anything. I got batteries, alternators, super caps, all kinds of stuff. So this is kind of almost done, but then of course I say that, but on multiple occasions I've said that, and somebody's ordered something else. I don't mind, because that's the whole point of doing this stuff, is building it for people and making more videos for you guys to see. So this order's got done. He just wanted one of these and some braid. He's finished up. This one right here is finished up. Tidy that up right there. Got another 100 foot of there you go. I'll let y'all see. This is what's been going out this week, so let y'all take a peek. It's gonna be a big mess because my bench is a big mess, but whatever. It's the name of the game over here at this bench. Bench number 5 is probably going to be a bit more organized if I can help it, but until bench number 5, it's going to be a little bit chaotic. Alright, wire number 1. This one's going to California, 7/16 DIN, split feed. This one, connect wire number 2. This one's going to Maine. It's got DIN right angle and regular DIN. Wire number 3. This one's going to Tennessee. And then I've got more, that strap I just built is going to Indiana. Then I've got some more wires going to North Carolina. That's a bunch of these. I didn't get to take a picture of those for you guys. You guys probably would have enjoyed it, but a bunch of flex jumpers. I built 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those to go to North Carolina. So, and then I had some more batteries go out a while back, but other one has not ordered anything yet. He's I said he wanted some, but didn't get some yet. So that's pretty much the gist of what I got going on, guys. I've got a little push and knocked out the last little bit of what I had going on. So finally got a little bit of breathing room, but we still got a little ways to go. So catch you guys later. Y'all have a good weekend, or a good week, and a good Wednesday. I guess we're halfway through the week. So catch you guys later, and I'll show y'all something else whenever that. I guess 7/8 will probably be next. See y'all later.